Welcome back, you beautiful fucks. You know what's great? Doing a video, a topic for the video. Let me restart this sentence. Doing something that no one asked for, which is actually most of my videos. But today is a special one because it is, drum roll please, I spoke way too slow there, Godzilla Singular Point. Obviously, in yesterday's video, I told you at the end that we'd be talking about Singular Point today. I'm getting all the anime Godzillas out of the way right now. So this is the last one, at least from my knowledge. Obviously, there's so much Godzilla out there, but these are the two animated series that people know of from Netflix in recent generations. So, you know, everyone has their own opinions. This figure right here is really good. This is Godzilla Ultima from the movie Monster series. And I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of Singular Point. Surprise, surprise. With, as you can tell by my not so great speaking skills, the show's science and you know, very intelligent language was a bit too much for my brain. It was like someone just took acid and liquidized it and sprayed it. It was an instant trip. It was too much for me to handle. Just all sprayed at me. This is the Godzilla Ultima from Playmates. Baragon was the last figure they did. One of the last figures. Second to last, I believe. From Classic Toho. Quotes around the word classic, because I don't think they should have did Singular Point figures. I understand they were doing that to, see if they can maybe make some money off recent iterations of Godzilla, thinking that these are relevant, they're new, people would know what these are and want them, and I don't think they sold as well as they did, as well as they should have, and I think it's just because no one really wanted to see it. Like this is a really good figure. I think it can go up against the Bandai Movie Monster series. It does have a bit of the Playmates eye syndrome, as I dub it, which means a little bit of wonky eye paint, but other than that, it's actually really good. I love the tail on it, how it's all curled up like that. It's a very nice figure. But I just don't think people really wanted Singular Point stuff. Maybe Godzilla Ultima, but like you saw, or you'll see later, they do another one. Godzilla Terrestrius, whatever. It's just not. They should have did something else. And they did another Shin Godzilla. I really do think that's what killed the classic line for Toho. Not just Shin, but the fact that they did another Shin, and then they did Singular Point figures when they really should have stuck to classic Toho, because that's what the line was. That's what people wanted. There's so many other monsters they could have made, but they were trying to play it way too safe, and it, in my opinion, it backfired. Speaking of back shots, there's the back shot of Terrestrius there. We're moving on here to, I guess this guy's supposed to be based off Gorosaurus or Zilla. It's one of the three forms of, or is it four forms? Three forms? I forget. Godzilla's evolution, as you can see. But it's actually a pretty cool figure. I like the colors on it. Very vibrant. But I don't know who is this based off, because the other forms are clearly based off other kaiju. So I'm guessing it's supposed to be based off Gorosaurus. There's the Playmates version of this figure, and again, it's not a bad figure. It's just I don't think people really wanted it that badly. So I don't think it really was necessary to make, but it still came out really good. And again, it has a little bit of the Playmates eye syndrome, but other than that, the paint's pretty good, detail's pretty good as well. It's taller than the Bandai one. The tail's not painted all the way, but that's fine. No one's perfect. We have imperfections. But, yeah, just a nice figure. Let me know if you guys were into the Singular Point figures. You know, I'm kind of, I guess, a hyper collector. Not really. I take that back, because I don't buy all they got so many different versions of Hedorah that are different colors. One's strawberry chocolate milk, and the other one's brown poop or whatever. I don't buy all that stuff, but you know, unique figures of the monsters I do buy, and Not the country Dubai, as in I do buy them. You know what I mean. And so I got these. Again, they're good figures. It's just, did you want these? Be honest. Maybe you did. I personally think they should have, again, went to the classic Toho line. Like they did. Baragon was a good figure. Their Gorosaurus is amazing. In fact, it's probably the best Gorosaurus figure in my opinion. The Rodan's really good. Their Jet Jaguar, not so much, but you know, it's a blemish here and there. Get these figures off the camera already, man. I've been looking at them for so long. I'm scratching my eye here. Been after work. It's a long day. A lot of training. I just ate food too. So it's all just digesting and sucking in all the energy. How many times do we have to look at the behind of this guy? We get it. There we go. Even more of a downgrade. He deserved that. So this is Jet Jaguar in Munchkin form, where he's kind of a Jaeger if you think about it, because he has to be piloted. And that little air vent in his chest, it's the cockpit. Another just weird design. I kind of appreciate some of the weird designs in the show. They wanted to be different, but that doesn't mean I have to like every design. You know, I appreciate what they did. There's a regular Jet Jaguar, if you want to call him that. But looks, the design's a bit better there. I enjoy that one more. Very flat on the back though. My goodness, I just noticed that. It's just perfect. It's like they took a roller back there, made sure it was perfectly flat. And his knees don't bend, but they swivel. Because that's how he walks. He just swivels his feet. If you watch the show, you would know that is true. Just kidding, it's not true. There they are. They're embracing. How cute. It's a very nice couple. But yeah, I don't like the Munchkin one. That's the takeaway from all this rambling. Get him off the screen. Look at that. We have a spaghetti noodle. My mistake. That is actually Manda. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce whatever that Godzilla is. And I kind of forgot. So we're looking at what is supposed to be the water version of Godzilla that looks like snot on it. Like, gives a good gloss. Shout out to whoever painted that onto it. And this is clearly based off Titanosaurus, which is, again, another cool design. I wouldn't have mind if they just made this its own kaiju. Honestly, all the evolutions of Godzilla in this show could have been their own. But I also like how it's kind of like Shin Godzilla, where he goes through different stages. But these stages are a bit more drastic compared to Shin Godzilla's evolution. But they're still a nice figure. And I know some people don't like these flat figures. I don't mind them. I think they're cool. Here's Manda. Maybe I spoke a little too soon here. It's a cool design. This is one of the good designs of the show I really like. But in figure form, I mean, it's pretty basic, but still something that's nice to have. And one of the first, I'm pretty sure this is the first Manda figure from the Movie Monster series. In fact, maybe from Bandai in general. So, cheers to that. I'll take a sip of this Diet Coke for Manda. Now we have Final Wars Manda too. Why did I bring it back on screen? Oh, because, yeah, the articulation. It swivels at 3 different points, if that was necessary for your posing. Anyway, this is Salunga. I think I said that right. Obviously based off Gabra, but with a hint of Baragon in there. Okay, maybe more than just a hint. But another design I really like. Although this figure kind of... I feel like I ruined it personally because I bought another one and tried to do that very bad Methuselah custom, which I still have. I don't know. I need to go back to the drawing board on that and redeem it, because maybe it'll make me love this design again. Because this is a good figure. I really liked this figure when I first got it, but I think I just got tired of looking at what I did to the custom version of it. So now it kind of hurts my stomach looking at it. But luckily it's off screen right now. And here we have this is Godzilla in crawling form. I forget what this... No, this is not amphibious. Maybe it's amphibious. I don't know. It had some weird names. It looks like it has a claw for a tail at the end. But this is clearly based off Varan. Uh, it had a pretty cool design. Uh, I like it. You know, figure form, it's okay, but I think it passes my test in terms of design. I like, because I do like Varan. Um, so it's good to see some representation in there. That was a bit of a jump scare right there for me, and it kind of startled me. Even though I knew, or I should have known that was coming, I just kind of forgot. I recorded this a few days ago. Now here is a design I love from the show, and this is Anguirus. Just looks awesome. The color, the shape, the personality, the social security number, all of it is great. I also love how like his back shell, whatever you want to call it, kind of like curls down around his tail like that. I thought that was cool little touch. But yeah, just a great design. And he has spikes on his knees. I don't notice that till like later in the video, but very happy with this figure. And I forget what his power is in the show. What does he do? Like, you could tell the futures, or he's like living 1 second into the future or something. I forget. You know, it's been so long and it was so complex that my peanut brain could not, you know, absorb the information, and I started drooling, and I went into a trance. That was my experience watching that show. Imagine a little movie like this would be a cool movie right here, using these designs, but without all the science, Jimmy jargon, and all. You know, make it simple for people like me to understand. But you gotta like, here's the thing: if Godzilla is gonna stick around for many more years to come, hopefully it will. They do have to do unique things, and that's okay if like they make something that maybe I or you or a lot of people don't like, as long as they keep trying and learning. Because if it's just a constant, like Godzilla comes and destroys the city, and next movie does it again, maybe he fights a monster. If it's just that on repeat, you know, it's gonna get stale, which has happened in the past with almost each era. And unfortunately, I think eventually we'll come to the MonsterVerse. Hopefully not soon. Knock on wood. But you know, you gotta make unique stories, and Singular Point did try doing that, and even the Netflix trilogy tried to do that as well, and maybe it didn't land too well. But you know, I appreciate what they tried to do, and that they want to do more than just Godzilla shows up. They want to add some depth to it and uniqueness to each story. So we'll see what happens next. I'm pretty sure the next Toho project will be another animated Godzilla. That seems to be the pattern right now, where it's like a live action, 2 animated, and then live action. So we'll see if that's true or not. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Enough rambling from me. I hope you all enjoyed. Reach out to me on Instagram if you like. And that is all. So I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time.